I need your full attention for a moment because what I'm about to say might feel uncomfortable. You have been sacrificing your own happiness just to keep other people comfortable, and it has gone on for too long. It's time to stop. Most of us grew up believing that being a good person means keeping everyone happy. Say yes so no one gets upset. Be agreeable, be polite, don't cause trouble. Smile, even when you're tired or hurt. Put others first, even when it costs you your peace. And when someone around you is disappointed or unhappy, you immediately feel guilty, as if you did something wrong. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for other people's happiness. You are only responsible for your own. Until you learn to let people feel whatever they feel, you will never make space for your own joy. Think about how often you change yourself just to keep the peace. You say yes when everything inside you wants to say no. You hide your real feelings because you don't want to make the atmosphere heavy. You avoid sharing your good news because it might make someone else uncomfortable. You rewrite a simple text several times so no one will misunderstand it. You walk on eggshells in your own home because you're scared of someone's reaction. This isn't kindness, it's self-abandonment, and it's slowly draining your energy, confidence, and joy. No matter how hard you try, you cannot control how people think, react, or feel. You could say the perfect words, act the perfect way, do everything right, and someone will still find a reason to be upset. That's because their happiness is not in your control. It never was. When you make other people's happiness your job, you hand them the power to decide how you should live. You start living by their expectations, not your own values. And the moment their comfort becomes more important than your peace, you lose yourself. Let's talk about the cost of people-pleasing. When you constantly try to keep everyone happy, you shrink yourself. You silence your truth. You choose others over yourself. You lose touch with what you want, what you enjoy, and what matters to you. You wake up tired, go to bed exhausted, and feel invisible in between. And here's the painful part. After all your sacrifices, someone will still be disappointed. And then what are you left with? Regret, resentment, and a feeling that no matter what you do, it's never enough. If any of this feels familiar, I want you to pause for a moment and be honest with yourself. Is your life truly yours, or are you performing for everyone else in it? It's time for a shift. Starting today, I want you to remind yourself of this simple truth. My happiness is my responsibility. Other people's happiness is their responsibility. Choosing yourself doesn't make you selfish. It makes you honest. It makes you healthy. It makes you free. Before you say yes to something, ask yourself one question. Am I doing this because it genuinely makes me happy, or because I don't want someone else to be unhappy? If your answer is the second one, it's time to rethink your choice. That isn't kindness, it's fear. And fear cannot be the driver of your life anymore. You have to give people permission to feel whatever they feel. Let them be disappointed. Let them disagree. Let them talk. Let them assume. Let them have their emotions. It is not your job to rescue them from those feelings. They are allowed to feel uncomfortable, and you are allowed to choose what is best for you. When you stop trying to manage everyone's emotions, something beautiful happens. You gain time, you gain energy, you gain confidence, you gain clarity, you gain yourself back. You start making choices that feel right instead of choices that feel safe. You stop searching for approval and start trusting your own voice. And slowly, you begin to live a life that feels true to you. And here's the irony. When you are genuinely happy, you naturally spread more positivity and joy than when you were forcing it. Real happiness is contagious. Not the kind you perform, but the kind you feel deep inside. You only get one life. This is not a rehearsal for someone else's script. You do not owe your life to other people's expectations. You don't have to earn your right to rest, to say no, to choose yourself, or to protect your peace. So the next time you feel yourself bending, shrinking, over-explaining, or saying yes from pressure, stop, take a breath, and remind yourself, their happiness is not my job. Choose yourself. Choose peace. Choose a life that feels like your own, not a life that simply looks acceptable to others. Because the moment you start choosing you, everything begins to change. If this message spoke to your heart, that's a sign you were ready to hear it. And if you're ready for the next step, the next part of this series goes deeper into something even more difficult but life-changing. Letting people face their own problems without trying to rescue them.